think it's all about how you prepare and focus, after everything. I don't think anything just happens, right? If you have that in your head and carry it through, things that you did personally last game or as a team that we can kind of build on, then yeah, we can build on that momentum. But it's how we start here and what we do, and just playing the right way, having a sense of urgency, being on our toes. I felt like we smothered them a lot because we weren't waiting for things to happen. We were making things happen. We didn't have the puck. We were trying to get it back as quick as possible, and that kind of took everyone doing their job and I guess trying to sway momentum within the game. So, but yeah, I don't know the right answer to your question, honestly, but it's you just try to prepare the best you can and then create it come game time.
From game 3 to game 4 with that extra day off, and how are you kind of, was it heightened? Because, I mean, you guys still played, obviously, a very tough, tight game in game 3, but game 4 was just kind of a different level.
Yeah, I agree. I think our level, we raised our level in a lot of different ways in that game compared to game 3, compared to game 2. But game 3, we still played a pretty good game, but game 4 is definitely a noticeable difference the right way, and that paid off for us. So, like, if you get 2 days in between games, yeah, you got to use it to your advantage and get yourself prepared or rested, whatever you need to come ready to play and have a good game. And whatever we did there was definitely the recipe because I thought we played pretty solid for the most part. So now it's how do we emulate that and build on that, and we're looking to do that tonight.
That was going to be kind of my next question: is how do you box that up? And Gabe was talking about the playoffs being kind of game to game, is making little adjustments to just kind of find that almost perfect game. You guys had that in game 4. How do you feel that there's another level that you guys have?
I think so. Like, you never can play a perfect game, right? It's hockey will just never go that way, no matter how good you are. But it's always good to chase that because you do win. And the way we did, yeah, we did a lot of great things, a lot of good things right. But there's still these little small things where maybe they've had a chance or two or had some zone time, things we can clean up and look at and get better to even limit those even more. So that's a sign of good teams who you win, you feel good about your performance, but there's still ways you can get better and improve for that next game. And you do that through video and talking and, of course, practices, mornings, whatever it is. And you kind of use all that to your advantage to tighten it up and get even better.
How much does that pressure increase as you go from game to game in the playoffs?
It's at stake, so it's just how you use it, honestly. And I think good teams kind of thrive under pressure in those high pressure situations, whatever it calls for, in game moments or a game as a whole, a big game. And I think you just got to have the mindset and just kind of channel it in your favor. Having some nerves and feeling the pressure is a good thing if you can channel it and turn it into excitement rather than just straight nerves and kind of paralyzing yourself, right? We've all had those in our everyday lives, and everyone kind of does it differently, and some better than others, right? But as a team, you have that confidence about you. You channel it the right way, and you just get excited for the opportunity in front.
One question for me. Can you explain a player's mentality game 5 that's different than game 1?
That's a good question. I guess the mentality is somewhat the same. Like, you go out to win a hockey game. You try to do what you can for your team individually within the team game structure to make sure you're at your best to win your battles and put forth a good effort to help your team win. I think come game 5, you know a little bit more about your opponent, what to do tendency-wise. So there's little things like that. But I think the mindset is still pretty similar, where you're going to do a job and you know what you got to do for yourself within the team to do the best you can to help your team win.